We're talking music, celebrity interviews, exclusives right here on Flip Pop Radio.
Might hear some things that you like, might hear some things that you don't like.
They're gonna love
It's
it.
Flip Pop Radio with J.Reed and Stefani V.
Hola, it's Stefani V, and here are the top 5 songs in the country.
Follow us at Flip Pop Radio.
Man, listen where you like. Facebook, SoundCloud, YouTube. Tell your grandmama to listen.
John thinks he knows sports, but let this Texas girl tell you a bit or two about football.
Listen live, listen whenever.
Flip Pop Radio, J.Reed, Stefani V. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook at Flip Pop Radio. What's up, Stephanie?
What's up?
Hey, we got a lot to cover. There's been so much scandal, so many things happening in entertainment and news, pop culture, sports. Where do we want to start? I heard about this. So what's going on with the Seventh Heaven? I've never seen the show, not a fan of it. What's going on?
You know, it's a sad start to our show, but I actually maybe watched a couple episodes. I wasn't really that huge fan of the show, but Stephen Collins, who was the father of the family and also the preacher, his wife has accused him, or he's come out as a child molestation confession.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Bum, 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 bum.
Yeah.
I feel like there's definitely more to this story.
So he was the main guy, like
he was the main, the father,
wow.
the preacher, the one that had all the great advice.
Yeah. Wow. Hey man, it is entertainment and it's Hollywood. I look at it like this. I did a little reading on the story, and it seems to be a bitter custody battle between himself and his wife and his ex-wife. And she leaked the tapes. He confessed during a therapy session.
Yeah.
And my thing is, I don't think he's gonna be prosecuted for the simple fact that how the information was obtained. If he has good lawyers, he's gonna get away with it. What do you think?
I feel like there's more to this story. Obviously, we don't know. I mean, whether it's true or not, and obviously if he confessed, and it's pretty much you can hear that on the tape.
Unbelievable.
It's this is a woman scorned, which she'll do anything, and
yeah, forget about her being scorned. What about the kid that has to suffer for the rest of her life? Now, if he's guilty, now he needs a beat down. See, I'm from the old school, so I gotta watch what I say. But
I mean, obviously, this is Hollywood, and to put something out there like that.
Yeah, we don't have
out there, and especially to come out on TMZ.
Yeah, and you're on tape talking about this mess, like you don't have a problem. Oh man, see, I don't like the only type of criminal I hate in the world is like a molester, like murderers. I know murderers. They actually may be some good people. It depends on what time of the day or whatever. Like people that molest kids and rape women and all that. Those are the only type of people I have no tolerance for. So I don't even like the discussion. I'm jaded from the beginning of hearing this guy confess.
Yeah, it was a big disappointment, especially for those who actually loved and watched the show. You just never, same thing you said. You never know what happens behind closed doors.
Everybody has demons,
especially in Hollywood.
Whatever happened to just being straight up legit? Like if you're a preacher, I was talking I have a show that I watch. It's called Preachers of L.A. and I love the show, but a lot of them, they got their Bentleys, Rolls Royce, they driving around. But the thing is, though, the point is, a lot of them are just straight up. Some of them are kind of sneaky. You can kind of tell. I'm like, if you're gonna be in a preacher, why not be just straight up if you're gonna be in the church?
That's also reality TV, John. Like they have to nobody's gonna watch just for preachers.
No. There's only so many things you can make up. I'm talking about storylines, how they talk, how they act, the things they say. You can't make those people say those type of things. Like the real you, I can see straight through editing and production because I we do TV. But some of these preachers, how they get their money and how they, the things that they say during their sermons and how they take advantage of certain people, I got to get in on it. I think I'm gonna open up a church. You know what I'm saying? Like I think
you should. Well,
but I would mean it though. Here's the thing: I would give scholarships back and actually be motivated and mean it. I'm just not a preacher. I'm not preaching on the Bible.
But this guy was just a preacher on the show. He's not a preacher in real life. He's not.
No, well, I mean, with him is.
So that's taking it to another.
You're right.
We're taking it to another.
I was talking about real life preachers, but then we look at people on TV as role models, or some people that in positive shows. That was the point I was trying to make. Anybody we see on TV is a role model.
The other sad thing about this show is it's literally maybe an hour or 30 minutes after Stephen Collins came out with his confession, they found that Sarah Goldberg, another actress on the same show, died in her sleep of natural causes.
Oh, we need to investigate. Did
Yeah.
she take some pills? How old was she when she was on the show?
She's I'm not sure how old she was when she was on the show, but when she passed, she's only 40 years old.
Oh, so she was an adult. Okay, all right. We don't need to investigate anything else.
So no, she's older, and I'm not sure at 40 years old what natural causes you can pass away from, but obviously there are a lot. And
listen, if you take
ironic though, the same day, that this guy came out with such negative confession, and then she passes. So.
She took some sleeping pills, or she took some syrup. She took some codeine, and she went into a normal. She died. That's how everybody that dies of like those type, but they always say natural causes. Man, get out of here. Anyway,
yeah.
Next story.
Next story.
Dancing with the Stars. You're talking about old TV shows. Alfonso, how do you say his last name? Ribeiro? I know him as Carlton.
Ribeiro.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Everybody knows him as Carlton from The Fresh Prince. I actually watched Dancing with the Stars the other night because I wanted to see did he still have his rhythm, because I used to do a mean Carlton back in the day, and he got it. He did his thing.
Yeah, he's doing so great on this show, and it's actually extremely entertaining to watch him because he is so good. Yeah. I've never really watched Dancing with the Stars, been a huge fan of the show, but this season has really been intriguing just to watch him. Also to see Betsy Johnson, who she made it to the third round, which was very surprising. But the rhythm just was just
give
not there. And then here comes Carlton, and he just people are really enjoying watching him perform.
You know what? Maybe I should watch him do a real performance, because I only watched him do the Carlton. So maybe I should watch him to see if he really has.
Yeah, I think he's done the tango and something else.
But you know what? Here's the thing that's not fair. Like, he's a guy that you can't compete with, because obviously he has rhythm and he's a professional. This guy, he probably teaches dance in Hollywood some damn where off you don't even know.
That's what I said. I said, ooh, he must have been rehearsing before once he found out that he might be on the show, he went straight to dance classes just to get ready.
Man, look, he's
really good.
He has what I call church flame, hot. My man is hot. Like, he's hot. You can't not dance or sing. He probably can sing. Like, you can't. He's an entertainer. Like, you cannot compete. I don't know why he's on the show.
They gave a lot of slack to the Olympic runner. She was on there. What is it, Lolo?
Oh yeah, Lolo Jones.
Lolo Jones. She was one of the first people to get kicked off, and she was really embarrassed about that, because she went on the show because a lot of people told her she couldn't dance.
She couldn't.
And
I believe
she was one of the first ones to get kicked off, and it was just like
too much time on the track. You should be able.
Yeah.
You know what? It's funny because it seems like that people that are in sports should make good dances, right? Like, it seems like the correlation should be there.
Yeah, but
Here's the thing.
My favorite also is Beverly Moda. She's a YouTube celebrity. She's on there. She's really young, but she's been doing a good job too, and she's Latina. So.
See, I could get on there, and I think I could do it well, because I can catch on. I've never been a dancer, but I really can catch on and imitate any dance. Now, with that being said, my little team, they all clumsy. And they're little kids, but I realized that, see, these young kids, they don't dance anymore. We used to dance. We had rhythm. You get on the court, I know you got a little bit more athleticism to you. The kids now, they tripping over their own feet because they don't dance. So kids,
well,
we need
speaking
dance.
of dance and shaking your booty,
yes,
it's been a huge debate going online about whose booty's better.
Yes.
Who has the best booty in Hollywood, I should say. And, of course, the runnings are J.Lo and Iggy, because J.Lo just put out her new single, Booty.
Oh, I got it playing right now.
And
Oops. Let me stop it.
I got to see her shake her booty at Fashion Rocks in New York, and I was...
Okay, so you're an expert now, so let's debate this.
I'm a booty expert.
No, so I'm a guy. I consider myself a real booty expert. I'll give it to you because you're a woman. I cannot take that away. So, all right, you seen J.Lo up front. I've seen Nicki Minaj, but hers she's a very small, nice, artwork, and I appreciate.
Yeah, but something is suspect about Nicki.
Listen, it may be a little cosmetic enhancements here and there, but I mean, we don't know. So here's the debate: J.Lo's 43, right?
Yeah.
And she's been under the knife, and she's had how many kids? 2. She has 2 children, 2 twins.
They were twins.
And so I guess it could count as 1, right? Because they pretty much get the work done after.
They all probably been under the knife.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Well, here's the thing, though. Let's just assume they've all been under the knife. But who does it better? Who maintains it and makes it look more natural? See, that's the question, right? Because we know they've all had some type of tuck or nip or slice or.
Well, in being with that, if we're going to go for the most natural looking booty, I would have to put myself in the running.
All right. I agree. Okay. Listen, back in the day, you did have a little bit. When I first saw you, you had a little bit more chunky to you. That was straight from Texas. But once you got into New York and the stress got to you, you did lose the booty. So I must be honest to you.
I am Mexicana.
You're right. You're right. You're right.
No matter how much weight you lose, you don't lose the booty.
But
so
see,
I'll go ahead
okay.
and put myself at number 1.
Nah, I've got. You know what? Here's the thing. I'll be fair because I can't let you put yourself at number 1 because Instagram and Twitter and all these other sites out here, these girls flaunt it. You just you telling us about it, but you're not on Instagram, you're not on Twitter, and you're not on Facebook like Nicki Minaj and J.Lo. And I'm playing a video right now. I'm watching it. I don't see you putting out videos like that.
All right, well then stay tuned for my video coming out.
It ain't no videos,
and you will see a little bit of the booty action. I won't say a lot, but you might see a little bit. So.
All right.
But as far as celebrity booty, J.Lo all the way.
You think J.Lo?
Bing, 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 bing.
So J.Lo over Iggy, J.Lo over
J.Lo and Beyonce. I mean, they just have,
Beyonce.
I mean, that's just the most real looking. I don't know about Iggy, and I haven't been following her that long to say like, ooh, yeah, her booty. Why I'm sitting here talking about booties?
No, because it's important. Because here's the thing. Even it just takes over. It seems like it's a phenomenon between. I watch some of the fitness girls on Instagram or Manko Fit. Everybody's always talking about squatting, and it's just a big cultural debate.
Oh my God.
So I just wanted to know because here in 2014, as guys, back in the day, it was breast implants. So we're over that now. We're just, a woman gets breast implants. It's the natural. So now, are we still accepting the booty and implants and surgery in the buttocks area and still give it the same props? So I think we should be able to move on. Like everybody has surgery, but how do we know the real from the fake? And so how do we judge? And that's what yes.
There's been some real breaking news right now, and I know we didn't talk about discussing this, but I've just looked up and I saw that the Texas patient that had Ebola has died.
What the? Oh, hell no.
Yeah.
It's a conspiracy.
Well, a friend of mine and I were discussing it that, why don't they just take the drug to, Liberia and cure everybody? But the problem is they're out of this drug. They're out of this.
They ain't out of it. They got that shit in a vault. They got it in a vault somewhere, waiting to get a $1 billion check.
To make. It takes 6 months to make.
Let me ask you a question. If you had the cure to Ebola, would you give it away immediately? No, it's going to be some negotiations and talk. This has been around. Okay, so how did the other 2 get cured so quick? They had only 2.
They had the medicine for them
when
they came in, and now and all of a sudden they're out of the medicine. They're out of the medicine.
So wait a minute. Okay, let's just be logical here. As 2, you've been to college too, right? Like so let's just be logical about you took lab in college.
Yeah.
You take your science. So when they created this, maybe let's just say if it was the first invention or whatever it is. Okay, how did they produce that batch? And then why couldn't they all of a sudden within this last week or so produce another batch? And this guy, maybe they needed him to die. Because you know what it is? They need sacrificial limbs and people to die in order for them to be able to test this medicine out.
I don't know. The question is we can go round and round as to why they're not doing more with this medication. And
we're 14 minutes into the show, so we got a couple minutes before we wrap it up, man.
But
what else?
Bottom line is the first Ebola patient in Texas.
Dang. Hey, listen, I hope you don't gotta go to work in Dallas. because you don't know who else he infected. My goodness.
But moving along.
Yes.
Sorry
on a better note, do we have anything else?
Not really on a better note, because we know that Adrian Peterson going into sports.
Nah, let's end with my weird news. Oh, that's right. So we have Adrian Peterson, then we'll do weird news because we can't live without weird news. All right. Yeah. So what's going on with Adrian? Please tell me he's
actually on his way to court to plead not guilty for child abuse.
Lord.
A lot of other things have come out on the lines of what he's actually been into, and supposedly he's been having these different sex parties with
allegedly
and using his company card for these parties to pay for the women there and the hotel rooms.
Wow.
And these company cards are from different charities that he has that he's supposedly giving money to.
Yeah.
Well, they spoke to one of the ladies from the charity and said that she has never gotten any money from Adrian Peterson, and that they've yet to receive any type of donation or funds.
You know what it is? I try to come up with a lot of excuses for Adrian. Even back when he had all these kids and all these allegations and things like that. Now he's turned out to be a scumbag. At least if you're going to have a charity, make sure you can hide money in charities. If you're going to be a scumbag, you do something bad, all of a sudden, bam! I've sent 5 kids, Negro kids, or Spanish or whoever else. I've sent these kids to college,
The bottom line is he has 6 different kids or 5 different kids from 5 different women, where literally one was born a month after one another from a different woman. So it's like,
he's damaged.
He's not a scumbag. He's just something that's the way he
was raised.
That's what he knows. That's, and something might mentally really be wrong with him.
And the only thing I can say is he has the money to pay for him.
Yeah, well, he may not have that money for long. So
that's what I'm saying. How do you get, like, if you have 6 kids, right, and you're a NFL football player, because the career is only 5 years or so.
Yeah.
Man, you there's no way you could be a millionaire after that. How? That's impossible. If they give all these kids their just due anyway. So we're all off on a tangent.
I mean, we'll see what happens in court and what he's at. What if he's going to plead not guilty. So.
Yes, that is crazy. Anyway, is that that's it?
That's it.
So,
the weird story.
What's important here Thursday, because we're gonna kick it off October 9th, 8:30. The Indianapolis Colts facing the Texans, Houston Texans. Woo-hoo! J.J. Watts, the big boy, and they couldn't pull it off against Dallas. Stuff. I told you about that. I told you about Tony Romo. I don't know what's going on.
That was based on luck, because that definitely wasn't based on ability. And anybody who wants to debate me on that can, but if you're gonna beat us, then you better beat us big time. And not by a field goal. Not by a field goal.
Hey, the kickers
they
always
definitely got the win, but it was a great game. It was a good game.
I mean, Tony Romo just has that when he knows how to show up. And you Texans made this this was the mini Super Bowl. See, if Texas gets into this was a really big game the other day. So if you guys, the rest of the NFL world, we bit into it as well, and they pulled it off. Tony Romo seems to be able to do it on the big stage for some reason.
Well, I'm excited about the Colts.
Yes.
And I made a mistake. I thought we were playing in Dallas, but we were actually, in Houston, but we were actually playing in Dallas. But tomorrow we're playing in Houston.
Yes.
So that's going to be another huge game here.
Huge game. Both teams are 3-2. Andrew Luck is a beast, having his best year so far. So there's going to be some trouble for these Texans. So we'll see. We'll see next week if you are correctly predicting the win over there for the Texans. All right, that's it, man. That's all we have. You got anything else? Anything you doing?
That's it.
You got anything you working on, videos and projects?
I'm putting out another teaser for the video, and the single will be released October 20th. So
what do you mean a teaser? When can I see the real thing? How many times you gonna tease?
Hey, we gotta keep.
Where's the label? I need to speak to the head of the label. I'm tired of this.
You are, brother.
Oh, right. That's all right. What's up?
SAV Productions.
You to see it. Tell her to hurry up. We got view. People want to see it.
It's coming. We're building up the suspense. So
yes, I went to your website, the blog, and all that. StephanieVar.com, was it?
Yeah, StephanieVar.tumblr.com, and then online Stephanie Var, real Stephanie Var. Come on, find me.
And we are on Instagram and Twitter at Flip Pop Radio. I had to Flip Pop Radio on Twitter, Instagram. We got to start.
And also YouTube. We're going to start posting up our shows on YouTube. So YouTube.
YouTube.
Flip Pop Radio.
Yes.
Check it out.
All right, that's it. Till next week.
Till next week. Peace.